Martin, I'm Jasenia Lassero.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV 15.
Where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the end of the week. Weekend is here. And if you're going to get to the beach, first, let's dive in to our top headlines.
We begin this morning with breaking news from French Quarter, where violence yesterday has once again struck the area. Authorities are currently investigating a fatal shooting that has claimed the life of well-known local resident Kimoy Gums. The shooting occurred around midday on Thursday when a vehicle drove by and opened fire on Gums, according to initial reports. Emergency responders rushed to the scene and confirmed that Gums, who had been shot multiple times, was pronounced dead shortly after the attack. The gendarmerie launched a full investigation. The area was cordoned off as they worked to collect further details about the vehicle involved and the identities of those responsible for the shooting. This attack on Gums is not the first. Sources confirmed that he had been targeted in previous attempts on his life, but each time he managed to survive. In a surprising twist, just minutes after the initial shooting, another person in the vicinity was also shot. Authorities are now looking into any potential connection between these two incidents, but details remain scarce at this stage. We will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. Our thoughts are with the families and loved ones affected by this tragic event.
The government of St. Martin has obtained a 75.6 million guilder loan from the Dutch government to purchase new generators for utilities company GEBE, aiming to ensure long-term energy stability. Prime Minister, the Honorable Luc Mercelina, announced that the funds are already in government accounts, highlighting the favorable loan terms of a 25-year repayment period at a 2.43% interest rate. The move follows last year's energy crisis, and the generators are part of the government's strategy to guarantee a sustainable energy supply. The government will collaborate with GEBE under a rent-to-own agreement, allowing the company to eventually own the equipment while maintaining financial stability. Prime Minister Mercelina emphasized the importance of transparency and accountability in managing the funds and establishing agreements with GEBE. Conditions for the partnership are still being finalized with a focus on ensuring checks and balances. The ultimate goal is to secure reliable energy for the people of St. Martin. Former Member of Parliament Akeem Arundel has been sentenced to 18 months in prison for orchestrating a vote-buying scheme during St. Martin's January 2024 parliamentary election. The court also banned Arundel from holding public office or working as a civil servant for 78 months. Arundel, 35 years old, and co-defendant Robert Morgan, 43, were found guilty of bribing voters, with Morgan offering up to $200 per vote. Evidence included wiretapped calls and WhatsApp messages showing Arundel coordinating the scheme. Morgan received a 12-month sentence with 4 months suspended on probation. Another co-defendant, Natasha Francisca, was also convicted of offering $100 to a relative for a vote. She received 180 hours of community service, half suspended. The judge condemned the actions as undermining parliamentary democracy and tainting St. Martin's electoral system. The case, codenamed Aconitum, stemmed from a separate drug investigation involving Morgan and Francisca. Arundel, who lost his parliamentary seat in the August snap election, had served 4 years in office before his arrest in August 2024. His campaign was overshadowed by the corruption charges, resulting in a significant loss of voter support.
The St. Martin Police Force, known as KPSM, has begun disposing of over 100 unclaimed scooters stored at the Phillipsburg Police Station garage. The St. Martin Police Force, known as KPSM, has begun disposing of over 100 unclaimed scooters stored at the Phillipsburg Police Station garage. These vehicles, impounded over the past 2 years, had cluttered the garage, obstructing its use for essential operations. Despite repeated calls for owners to retrieve their scooters, most failed to respond. Many of the scooters also failed to meet technical standards, making them unfit for road use. In collaboration with the prosecutor's office, KPSM is addressing this issue to maintain road safety and reduce illegal scooter use. Reckless scooter riding continues to be a traffic concern, and the police are committed to enforcing measures to ensure safer streets. Owners who wish to reclaim their scooters must promptly contact KPSM with proof of ownership and required documents.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
Teachers at government-subsidized schools in St. Martin will receive their 2% indexation by the end of January, according to the Education Minister, the Honorable Melissa Gums. Upon taking office, Gums was informed that official advice was needed before the payments could proceed. This advice has since been finalized, and the funds will soon be disbursed to school boards. The minister emphasized that it is the responsibility of the school boards to ensure that individual teachers receive their payments once the funds are transferred.
The St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, hosted its second stakeholder meeting on January 7th at the Phillipsburg Police Station to address rising maritime security concerns. The session including representatives from the Coast Guard, local marinas, maritime personnel, and the Tourism Bureau. The meeting focused on recent boat break-ins at marinas, in the lagoon, and off-island beaches. Key strategies discussed included enhanced patrols with increased collaboration between the Coast Guard and marina staff, as well as strengthening the See Something, Say Something program to encourage public reporting of suspicious activities. A new maritime liaison officer was also appointed to act as a direct contact for stakeholders, ensuring consistent communication and targeted actions. This unified approach aims to deter criminal activities and protect maritime assets. KPSM and its partners are committed to safeguarding the maritime sector and fostering a safer environment through these initiatives. St. Martin's Minister of Public Health, Social Development and Labor, the Honorable Brug, has responded to a circulating video alleging that sewage water is being pumped from the St. Martin Medical Center into the Belair Pond. The ministry has launched an urgent investigation into the matter, although primarily an environmental issue outside the ministry's jurisdiction. The minister emphasized the importance of maintaining a clean, safe, and healthy environment for St. Martin Medical Center patients, employees, and nearby residents as well. The minister assured the public that updates will be provided as the investigation progresses.
The Royal Anguilla Police Force, known as RAPF, has issued a missing person alert for 27-year-old Terry Langston Hickson from Tackling Estate, Anguilla. Hickson was last seen on Saturday, January 4th at 10 p.m. He is described as being 6 feet tall with a slim build. The police are asking anyone with information on Hickson's whereabouts to contact them at 1-264-497-2333 or visit their website at www.gov.ai/911. In related news, the RAPF Police of Anguilla has arrested 27-year-old Jordan Lewis of Blowing Point on charges of possession of an illegal firearm. This follows a domestic dispute on January 1st, during which officers discovered the firearm. Lewis appeared before the Magistrates Court on Monday, January 6th, and has been remanded to His Majesty's prison.
St. Martin, the police force of St. Martin is here to help you prepare for the reopening of schools on Monday, January 6th. With increased traffic expected in areas like Cul-de-Sac Basin, St. Peter's, and South Reward, let's all do our part to keep our roads safe and stress-free. Here are some simple tips to make your commute smoother. Leave early. Give yourself extra time to avoid delays. Carpool. Sharing rides helps reduce traffic and saves time. Call ahead. If you're running late, notify your workplace or school. Stay alert. Be cautious around school zones, pedestrian crossings, and buses. Be courteous. Yield when needed and avoid aggressive driving. For school bus operators, please avoid narrow roads in Saunders and Betty's Estate like Gladiola, Lily, Flamboyant, Hibiscus, and Oleander roads to reduce congestion. A little planning and patience can go a long way. Let's help our students, parents, and fellow drivers get to their destination safely and on time. This message is brought to you by the Police Force of St. Martin. Together, we can ensure a smooth and safe start to the school year.
That hint of that. And then you see here the tail end of the front moving back toward Antigua and Barbuda. So it may be a touch cooler by the time we get into tomorrow morning. U.S., British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, Saba, Statia, Anguilla, for example, just with that front. It's a weakening. It's not a huge player. But then going out in time on Saturday, we'll be watching out for the next front that will be moving in and keeping an eye on some of those spotty showers around. There's the tail end of that front right there. Even through Dominica, by the time we get into Saturday, that's how far south some of these fronts are going to get. Is it going to be a big change in our weather over toward Guadeloupe, Martinique, and Dominica? No, but you may get a little shift in the winds across the Bahamas. I mentioned how we have the chillier weather. Same thing in Cuba, Cayman Islands, Jamaica. Let me know if you're feeling a little difference in temperatures, but as far as rain totals go, they're simply not going to be high. It's the kind of end of the fronts that move by. We may get brushed by a shower. Could give us 5-10 millimeters of rain, few sprinkles in some spots, but most should be less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. Could see a hit or miss shower. St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Barbados, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, but not a very high chance of rain. Rain chance will pick up a little bit down the road as we work our way into Suriname. Still watching the pockets of some hit or miss showers. Costa Rica, we'll keep an eye on Honduras. % chance an isolated shower tomorrow into the weekend in Trinidad and Tobago. And we do bump up a little bit tomorrow for us in Barbados. We're looking at a 40% chance of a passing shower. 20 to 30% chance St. Lucia leading into the weekend. Grenada, 20% chance, and a 20 to 30% chance will hold St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Rain chance the next 3 days in Martinique at 20%. Today, we're mainly dry in Dominica, but we'll be watching those fronts by the weekend that will be getting closer. 20% chance of a shower in Guadeloupe, and we're seeing a lot of sunshine around Antigua and Barbuda. Just a 10-20% chance of rain, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. Generally dry today, Anguilla and St. Bart's. 10 to 20% chance leading into the weekend. St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. We may catch about a 30% chance of an isolated passing shower with the backside of that front sliding by Puerto Rico tomorrow. Same thing, we may get brushed by a shower, U.S. and British Virgin Islands, but the rain chance stays low. Bahamas, we could see, again, a small chance of a shower, but we're dealing with some of that colder weather, some of the colder starts, especially over toward Freeport and New Providence. We're mainly dry, Turks and Caicos. Rain chance stays on the very small side. Dominican Republic and Haiti, generally those dry conditions, slightly cooler nights as well. Hit or miss showers, Belize, but that rain chance has gone down. Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, that rain chance very low the next 2 days. Not to say we can't get a shower, but that rain chance stays low. Does pick up a touch on Saturday in
Hi, Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl.
TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package. Is that so?
Guess what?
I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price. I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
Beauperthuy Beach has been named one of the top 10 beaches in the Caribbean by the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards, an accolade celebrated by the St.Martin Tourism Bureau, STB. The award highlighted the allure of the Caribbean's pristine white sands, turquoise waters, and vibrant marine life. The selection process involved nominations by a panel of experts, with finalists chosen by 10 best editors before readers voted daily until December 30th, 2024. A favorite among cruise passengers and locals, Great Bay Beach is recognized as a key destination in St. Martin. The USA Today Network, the largest publishing organization in the US, celebrates cultural and travel moments like this, showcasing top destinations worldwide.
The Conservation Foundation, SCF ReLeaf Saba reforestation project has concluded, with its efforts transitioning to the public entity Saba's reforestation initiative to ensure continuity. Over 1,500 trees planted across 6 sites during the project will now be monitored by the public entity to ensure their survival and long-term contribution to Saba's biodiversity and climate resilience. Additionally, 300 saplings and plant species from SCF's nursery have been transferred to the public entity's new nursery at the Hydroponics Farm and Rendezvous. Launched in April 2023, the ReLeaf project, funded by the European Union through RENSEM bid, collaborated with St. Eustatius' reforestation efforts. It has enhanced Saba's ecosystem and economic resilience through its focus on land restoration and biodiversity. CARICOM Chair and Prime Minister of Barbados, the Honorable Mia Amor Motley, has invited the Caribbean to celebrate its rich and diverse cultures at CARIFESTA 15, scheduled for August 22nd to the 31st, 2025 in Barbados. In her New Year's statement, Motley described the festival as a unique platform to nurture Caribbean resilience through arts and culture. Let us gather, feed our souls, and nurture our spirit as Caribbean people, she urged, emphasizing the event's blend of food, fashion, music, dance, and art. Preparations are well underway, with planning meetings held throughout 2024 involving the CARICOM Secretariat, Barbados's Division of Culture, and other stakeholders. Discussions included logistics, marketing strategies, and maximizing benefits for artists and visitors. With the theme and program set to be announced soon, CARIFESTA 15 promises to showcase the best of Caribbean creativity while fostering regional unity and pride.
Beauperthuy, a former collegiate basketball player at Alcorn State and Warner University, established PSA in 2014 to focus on player development and educational opportunities. Under his leadership, PSA has cultivated both athletic skills and strong character in its players. The program's success highlighted by accomplishments like Paradise Showdown Tournament and the growth of players like Kevin Son, Malivert, and Malachi Martis, who are now playing collegiate basketball in the US. Beauperthuy's approach goes beyond basketball, emphasizing values such as discipline, respect, and perseverance. His dedication to creating solid citizens is evident in the respect shown by his players and the broader community. Through PSA, he continues to provide opportunities that help young people grow both as athletes and individuals. All the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Alistair Lawrence.
And I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful weekend. See you next time.
Stay friendly and safe. St. Martin.